Hello everybody, it's the 4th of September 2015, it's Dan here from Essex, United Kingdom. Temperature's really dropped round here, it's about 12 degrees. Certainly much cooler than what we've been used to recently, but never mind, the autumn's on its way, I guess. Okay, now, do a little bit of grafting update. So what we've got here is, this was a winter king. I grafted this last year, and as you can see, it's doing really well. It's doing so well that I've decided I'm going to put this in the ground in the garden. So look at that, the graft union is very nice. This is on MM106, so this is otherwise known as a half standard. So this is done well. I've decided to keep this as 100% a winter king apple. Winter king being an apple that is late keeping. The other name is Winston. So that's certainly a success, that one. And next to it, this is a graft from last year. This is also an MM106, half standard rootstock. So you can see the union's quite good. There we go. That one there. So that was last year. And here, this year, late spring, I grafted this variety onto it, Court Pendu Plat, which is believed to be the oldest known apple in cultivation. And you can see that's taken well. End of the season, I'll take this grafting tape off. So that's doing well. This one here was a graft from last year again, last year being 2014. You can see the union's quite good there. This is variety Egremont Russet. I messed it up originally, and ended up with a really tiny little scion. You can see the scions from between there to there. But even though it's small, it's still taken. And end of the year, next year, I'm going to put another variety on here and another one on here. I want 3 different varieties on this if possible. This one here, Peas Good Non-Such. This is also on a 106. That's the grafting tape. Now, this graft I actually did last year. But somehow the pot that this was in previously, before I repotted it, got knocked over and it proceeded to get damaged. So what I did was I had to retape it because it was a bit precarious, but it's recovered very well, as you can see. Nice bit of growth there. So that I'm indeed happy with. This was a graft from last year, I believe. Yes, it was. This is Yarlington Mill. So there you go. All the way up there. So that's done very well. I might put another variety onto this next year. This one, Suntan. This is a variety from this year. Now you may remember I did a video earlier on in the season about propagating your own rootstocks. Well, here you go, these have taken. So these are going to thicken up, hopefully, so I can use them further on. This is a graft from last year, another winter king. I am quite fond of winter king because I believe it's quite good to have apples late keeping, many of them, because obviously you can get apples locally produced apples very cheaply, and even for free really when they're in season, but obviously not so much so when they're not in season. And this one here, now this is on an M27, which is otherwise known as a minaret, and two varieties on here. This one here, this is a lovely, this really has fused well. This is called Lord Lambourne, and as you can see, the end of the scion ended there, started here, and it proceeded to grow to about yeah, there you go, to there last year, so all of that down there, and then it's put up growth this year up to here, and it's also even put out some growth there, so I might graft another variety onto that. That's from the scion. And this year I grafted this onto it, so this is going to be, this is a Winter King, so we've got Lord Lambourne and Winter King on one rootstock. So let's have a look, let's take this off, shall we? There you go. Not a bad fusion, is it? So that looks pretty good. Now over here, these are some plum rootstocks. Plums historically do better with chip budding. So what I've done is chip budded some Victoria plums onto here, and one here. And let's see. Let's take this off, shall we? I'm just going to pause the camera for a moment. Right, okay. Well, there's the bud that I chip budded onto it. I guess we'll have to wait till next year to know if that grows away. I might have taken the tape off too early, but never mind. It certainly has attached itself, so we'll find out next year whether that will then grow away onto this St. Julian A plum rootstock. And we've got one more here and one more here, so we'll see how they do. And over to the quince tree, I've chip budded, or at least tried to chip bud, a pear variety onward onto this. So we shall see how that does. It looks like it's starting to grow away under there, but don't want to take it off just yet. I'm probably going to leave it till October before I do that. I've very little experience with chip budding. This is the first year I've really tried it, so we shall see how it does. But look at that, that looks like it's growing, but who knows. Okay, I hope that's been interesting. Certainly is chilly out here. I'm going to go in and warm up. Okay, we'll all speak soon.